Agba, but for this class you can call me Steven. I'm a photographer and I've been taking pictures professionally for 6 years. I'm from Nigeria, and in Nigeria I was a wedding photographer, portrait photographer, and product photographer. It's something that I've always liked since I was a child, and it's something that I've been doing and I hope to do for as long as I can. I'm here to share how to take product photos with your smartphone with 5 simple steps. And let me see everybody's smartphone, please. I know we're all starting a business and cameras are quite expensive. They are some are ranging from 3,000 to 5,000 pounds. But for this class, we'll show you how to make magic with what you have already and utilize the equipment we have with us to make the best of what we can do for our brand. So the first step is planning your shot. With planning your shot, for every picture we take in photography, we have to plan what we are doing with the pictures, who is going to see the pictures, and how we want our audience to accept the picture. So I'm just going to put it up here now. So we have to understand our objective and audience if you're going to plan your shots. If you're looking at brands like a baby brand or a food brand, you see that the way they take their product pictures are different. A food brand pictures will focus on the healthy, calorie count, the vegan stuff, all natural, organic, while a baby brand will look at the mother-child kind of angle. If you're looking at the sports brand, they focus on active kind of pictures. They look at what they're doing. And for what we're doing in Skilled Hands, we're looking at jewelries, we're looking at dresses, we're looking at soap making and other kinds of products that we're doing in Skilled Hands. So you have to understand, who are you making these products for? If it's dresses, are you making them for children? Are you making them for mothers? Are you making them for young girls? If it's jewelry, are you making them for people from a different ethnic region? People from your own ethnic region or race? Doing these things can help you plan your pictures properly. And with planning your pictures properly, the direction of the shoot itself is going to affect the final image. The next step is composition and framing. Don't worry, we'll get to the practicals later. With knowing your audience and your objectives, now it's time to know what you're going to put in the picture. That is, if you can put your hands like this, like a form of a picture. Now look through the square. What do you see? This represents a picture. Now if you look through this square and you frame something, what is inside that square is what you call a frame. So with this frame, everything that belongs, let's say this board is a frame, everything that belongs inside this board is what your audience is going to see at the end of the day. So arranging what is inside this board with the important things and all the elements of a picture is important for the final product pictures. We'll show you an example. So these are some pictures I've taken for products that we have done in Skilled Hands. They all have their different frames and the stories and the angles I want everyone to see. Like if a buyer is buying them, what the buyer is seeing, what the buyer wants to buy. We're all shopped online. We're just talking about Temu now, and some people are saying they don't like shopping from Temu because they don't know what they're going to get. They don't like their people have their biases from online shopping. But when you see like a product online and you really want to get it, there's a reason why you are trying to get that product based on what you're seeing. So arranging your pictures and framing them the way you want your audience to see is very important. These first 2 steps are very important for your pictures. Next step we're going to look at is lighting. Now with lighting is a very important part of photography. In fact, the meaning of photography means the study of light, the art of light, because this photo means light. So lighting makes or breaks your image. It is very important to have light, and one of the most cheapest lights, the cheapest light source is the sun. It's everywhere, everyone has it, and we're going to utilize that today to take pictures. Another element of taking pictures is the background. If you're looking at official pictures for websites, maybe like ASOS, maybe like Amazon, yeah, Temu, usually use white backgrounds, and some other conventional, unconventional websites, they make use of everyday household items, depending on what they're selling. If you go to IKEA and you see the way they take pictures of their furniture, they take it in a household setting. They don't take it in a white background. So it all depends on who your target audience is, where you're going to put the pictures. Is it social media? Is it website? Is it an online market store? Where you're going to put the pictures matters on what the background is. The next step is taking the picture. For products, normally I take up to 10 to 15 pictures per product. And this is because I want to take every angle of the product for the potential buyer that is buying them. Because you know, when you're buying online, you don't have the opportunity to look and feel the pictures. You don't have the opportunity to touch the pictures. You don't have the opportunity to see it with your own hands. So you take multiple pictures at different angles, at different lengths of the, how do I put it, different zooming of the pictures. So you don't just take it straight. You can take it from up down, you can take it from side, take it up close, far back to see more of the product you're taking. And the final step is editing. With editing, you're going to brighten the images, increase contrast, and increase saturation. Let me just write it down. You don't necessarily have to use white because I'm going to show you something about color theory. Color theory and selecting the background that we're going to use. So this is a color wheel. Color wheel is used for in photography, like we call this complementary color wheel. So if I spin this wheel, wherever I spin it, it shows me a complementary color on the other side. And sometimes photographers use this to select a suitable background for their images. Everybody knows that red and green goes together. We know that blue and orange goes together. You can take inspiration from nature too. Yellow and green, white and gray. We all use it every day in selecting our outfits. And we're going to use the same technique in taking pictures too. If I spin it anywhere, I can tell. Alright, enough of the talk. Practical time. I'm going to show you how we take pictures. Use a paper like this as your background to take your pictures. Or you can be fancy and use any material you can find around. It's going to show you using different materials. The most important part of taking pictures is to be creative. This is a DIY technique for using the same light box. Something that everyone can do at their own time.
In your experience for beginners, which one is the better? To use the light box or it's well, you have already 6 years experience.
Let me tell you a story.
Let
me tell you a story. So there's this one time when I first started, I got a job with Google to take pictures of Nigerian food. But then I literally didn't have money to buy anything. And this was the technique I used to take these pictures then because it was cheap. I think then everything I spent was about £10 to get it, but it was big money that was coming. So in my experience, it's better to use what you can.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can use this, it's fine. If it's available, it's fine. If you can use this, it's fine. It's just better to have to use what you can have at the moment to create what you can create for your brand. So yeah, you guys see me setting this up. So very simple. Take on the wall and I create a flush, a seamless background so that there's no creases on the paper. This is my background for today. It's similar to this too. You open this, you see that the paper inside here also is having the same kind of feeling. So this is just for a bigger, this you cannot obviously fit this inside. You can try, but it's not going to work. So this is maybe for smaller items. It's fine if you have it, if you're taking pictures of like your soap or your jewelry, but this is
For a bigger.
this is bigger. It's fine.
Item.
So yeah, when you have this is your background. You can have this as a background. You can have any of this for your background. But let's start with this. Next challenge is your lighting. For today's class, the cheapest source of light, I'm going to use the window because it's everywhere. Everybody has windows in their house. Now the next step is arranging your frame. Remember what I showed you last time? So if you position your frame, let's say I'm not taking the big camera yet. I'm seeing a white background. Now there's some pictures. It's not just simple white background and product. Some people layer other things in the picture to make the picture more interesting. You have seen those kind of pictures where they will put thread, they will put materials. You could do that also, but I'm going to build up. This is like the first step to picking pictures for the website, and we'll show you how to do other things too. That's part of the composition. So the next step, I'll pick my model, this, position it, arrange the product how you want it to be, because remember, composition and framing matters. So if you're arranging it, you're seeing what you want to see. What is the interesting part of this product? You can see the feathers, you can see the cherry, you can see the red, you can see the textures of these designs over here. So I'm going to position this fascinator in a way that I'm going to see all the interesting things. I'm going to take my pictures. So for this picture here, I'm not going to zoom in because zooming in reduces the quality of the picture. I'm going to leave it on 1 if it's an iPhone. If it's Samsung, leave it on the normal frame, the normal zooming 1. I'm going to start eye level, come close to it. As you can stand like this, I'm not getting the heart at all. I take the picture, I'm not getting the heart. All I'm getting is the mannequin.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to arrange it, position it, show the audience how it's going to look like. There's no formula to this. So I come close, I didn't zoom in, I just came close. So with this, I have one standard picture. I could use this for anything. Already we can see that it doesn't need so much editing, because if you follow the first 4 steps, editing is going to be a breeze, literally. So with this one, I want everyone to take pictures one by one, and I'll show them how to start with you.
Wait to me.
So back to composition and framing. If you notice, everybody did one standard shot like this, arranged it like this, did some more shots. This standard, this format is nice. It looks nice, it's clean. It's good for websites. It's good for online stores. It's alright. It's basic. But we can switch it up a bit, because I said composition is what you see in the frame, what you want your audience to see in the frame. So I can put some other items in here to make this picture more interesting. Let me find some items. There's no formula to this. The basic thing is you just want to tell your audience what you're showing them in a picture, because you can't explain this explanation I'm doing right now to your audience. They are going to see it one time and they will swipe. Everybody has attention span of 3 seconds now. So if you can capture your audience with a single frame, you have killed it already. So who's going to volunteer first for this? I discovered that is something I've not spoken about already. I call it finding inspiration. So with pictures, it's very easy to get confused, very easy to find yourself repeating ideas that you've done in the past. And the best way to find inspiration is to see what other people have done in the past and try and copy them to find your own style. The best I use for finding ideas is Pinterest. Anybody familiar with Pinterest? Okay. So, as we can see, this place already has like a collection of pictures that other people have done before for their fascinators. As we can see, some people have used a clear background. Some have used models to show the fascinators on people's head. Some have used unique colors, like the complementary colors I showed you. Pink and green go together. They've used the pink background for the green fascinator. As you can see, it's very complementary, eye-catching to the eyes. Sorry, I can't operate it very fine. This looks like the one I'm picking. The standard ones that we're taking normally. And you can also tell Pinterest like how you want to be creative with it. This person put makeup inside, showing the more creative way of doing it. This person used the grey background. It all happens for all types of products. You can also check Instagram. Instagram is another way you could find inspiration because other photographers are there shooting similar content. So you can copy their style and copy their formula on how to get the shots. Other ways to, you have a question?
No.
Okay. Other ways, other like shopping, marketing, online stores, Amazon, Primark, Zara, other stores that they use pictures to show their products. White backgrounds, not on regular backgrounds. You can take it anything, depending on the color of the item you're taking. Color plays a very important role. Texture plays a important role. Like for this wood now, you can notice that there are different patterns that are on the table with the color comes from the wood. You can utilize them in your pictures. Let's say this. Something like this now. It has yellow and white. Let's see if we can take it with. I like that wood. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You didn't expect it to be bright?
Good morning. There's our shine.
Alright. So, sorry. Alright. So this is the picture I took of this bead on the wooden table. It just shows another way we can take pictures, not just on the white surface. We can take this on any surface. So far as it complements the jewelry. I chose this table because it has a similar color to the yellow on these beads here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give everybody like different
Products, different things.
to make our pictures. Remember, we've done the standard ones, the ones with a white background. This is a more creative, fun approach to take more eye-catching pictures. So our first challenge, this is very challenging sometimes because sometimes I spend minutes thinking of what I'm going to use as my background.
Yeah. So it's not all about getting
Getting the
big
full in,
frame.
yeah. You can add the black to it at the back. Editing.
Yeah.
I just don't like that setting.
Thank you. Sorry.
Could you take this one with you? I just don't like the way the it's moving.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that.
Are you ready?
Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good work.
You need the light. Go closer. Okay, that's much better. No over editing. Let's see. So I'm going to show you how to use this app. Hopefully I can teach everybody one after the other. Do you have an idea how to use the app?
I've not even looked at it properly yet with her. So.
Okay. So basically we're just going to increase brightness. Increase brightness. Increase contrast. Increase shadows. And increase saturation. No zoom in.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So go close. Almost the same principles. Yeah. Can anybody just tell us the first stage for the picture taking? Quick reflection. Planning. In the planning stage, what are we looking out for? What are we planning for?
So
If it is a product or to home,
yeah,
Okay, the audience.
What are you trying to sell?
yeah.
Okay. Many other.
Who are we aiming at?
Okay, who are we aiming
Who's our target audience?
Okay, okay. Thank you. Nice answers, everybody. Second stage is what?
composition,
Composition and framing.
Framing, yeah.
At this stage, which, if you are going to shoot for a website, which technique is best?
Whatever you can afford.
Yeah, yes, yes.
whatever is available.
Yeah. I'll say,
Natural light.
yeah, like if you're going for a website, I think a cleaner look is better. Like something like a clean
Yeah.
background look is better.
Uniform.
Uniform, yeah. And if you're going for something like a social media creative, the second one where we played around with different elements is much better. Just remember that what is in frame, every element you put in the frame is very important to tell the story of the picture. Okay? The third one is
Lighting.
lighting. Remember, for lighting, in this class we use both natural light and artificial light. Whatever you can afford, whatever makes the picture look more appealing is best. The fourth one, taking the pictures. Remember that the more the merrier, to be honest. There's no such thing as too many pictures. The more pictures you take, the better. Because when you're editing, if you see a mistake you don't like in one picture, you can always pick the next one. And if you take multiple pictures, there's a chance that you will select the best. No, sometimes in iPhone, when you take best pictures, they'll tell you best picture. That is it. More pictures, the more the merrier. And the last one. Okay, for editing, remember not to over edit, because over editing makes the picture look different from what the customer is actually seeing. Remember to keep it simple, keep it natural. Yeah, that's the word. And with all these 5 steps, hopefully you could be able to take better pictures for your business.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.